Hello, and coming to you Monday morning as the war against Iran enters its second week. We learned Sunday a seventh member of the U.S. military has died from injuries a week ago when Iran sent missiles into Saudi Arabia aimed at an American base there. President Trump has made clear Iran must surrender completely to end this conflict. But instead, the ruling council in Tehran announced the son of the supreme leader killed in the first hours of the conflict by an airstrike is set to take over. President Trump has basically vowed to assassinate the new supreme leader, considering him nothing but a continuation of what the U.S. and Israel are trying to destroy. On Sunday, U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations Mike Waltz, appearing on ABC's This Week, laying out the case for a continuing conflict.
We're still seeing Iran lash out in all directions at its neighbors, at our allies, Kuwait, Bahrain, UAE, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia and others. So at the end of the day, what the president is focused on is an Iran that can no longer pose a threat to Americans in an American-first foreign policy, but also no longer pose a threat to our allies in the region.
President Trump is urging Iranians to use the power vacuum in their country to rise up and overthrow the ruling Islamic leadership, which is clinging to power and willing to use its domestic Republican Guard to kill anyone who might try an internal revolution. That scenario is worrying to Virginia Democratic Senator Mark Warner, the top member of his party on the Intelligence Committee.
But I really do feel like when we've got America's interest, when we've got dead service members, that we've not made the case, that the president's not made the case, that this was an imminent threat. And we don't know where this is going to end up. I think on a war of choice, I think he chose the wrong time. And frankly, one of the things that I would point out, the president said to the Iranian people, rise up. What happens if 200,000 Iranians protest in Tehran and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard then massacres 20, 30, 40,000 of them? Will we have an obligation then to put troops on the ground?
Warner appeared on Fox News Sunday. As the war continues, the supply of oil worldwide has been choked quite a bit. Americans now see the average price of or a gallon of gasoline as up to $3.48. And that's the national outlook as Congress dances around the idea of whether to weigh in on President Trump's war of choice. With Ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.